if you make Atiku the presidential candidate and Obi the vice presidential candidate, because what they are trying to do, we just know, they are trying to see whether they can merge those two volume of votes together to see whether they can surpass our 8.9 million votes. That's all. Let's just be as raw as possible. That's what they're trying to do. But they don't know that the dynamics have changed and the dynamics will change. First of all, Atiku does not possess that 6.9 million votes. Obi is more of a cult personality than an Atiku. So Atiku cannot take that 6.9 million votes away from PDP. It was the PDP structure that gave him that vote. So Atiku does not own any 6.9 million votes he's bringing to that coalition. The structures of PDP that delivered those votes, those structures are intact. He left those structures behind. Those structures did not follow him. So for him to think he wants to take some 6.9 million votes, I will give him 1 million votes out of those 6.9. The rest are PDP votes.
Are you even realistic?
I'm telling you, be honest, true, because there are PDP structures that he didn't take away. He's not a cult personality to take any PDP vote away. The PDP remains intact. The governors, the senators, House of Representatives, he did not take one away. Except maybe these Sokoto senators follow him. That's all. But hold on, let me finish. I tell you, you must give me time to finish this. I want to apologize to them if I make their spirits, if I dampen their spirits tonight. But I'm sorry, I have to do it, and to also boil the spirits of our APC supporters to tell them they are going nowhere. So that coalition, first of all, he cannot bring those votes into those coalition. The second one is that once Obi is his deputy, it will look like he's hiding behind one finger to say, Obi, I want to get Obi's votes. Because they are trying to get those Obi's votes without giving Obi the tickets. They are struggling to get those votes. We tried it that time with Buhari, but we had to give Buhari the ticket because we knew he had those 12 million votes. But we don't want to give him the ticket. ADC is Atiku's party. The earlier Obi knows that, the better. So the moment he's hiding behind Obi, he should just be hiding behind one finger, because you know why? Those demography that delivered Obi in 2023,
we have less than
30
seconds.
So the demography will not go with him. Hold on.
Let me just
the Christian demography will not go with him. I'm not saying that all of them will, maybe 50% will still go, but he will lose some of those demography.
That was Festus Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Technology, telling the African Democratic Congress, the ADC, the uncomfortable truth. What he said there are indeed the uncomfortable truth. I have seen Dele Momodu, the publisher of Ovation, who is a supporter of Atiku Abubakar, trying to downplay this video, saying that this is an evidence that the APC are scared of Atiku Abubakar. That's not really what I've seen in this video. This video is telling you the gospel truth, that ADC will be digging its political grave if it does not recognize the person that has the highest potential to be able to challenge Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because ahead of 2027 election, we have to look at the 2023 election. Even though the numbers from INEC are not a true reflection of how Nigerians voted, because Peter Obi himself believed that he got over 10 million votes. But look at what INEC gave him, 6.1 million votes. But the import of what Keyamo is saying there is what I have also said in previous videos, that Peter Obi has organic followership. He has cult-like followership. Even that was acknowledged by Honorable Elfa. That is what is going for him. And that is what puts him ahead of Atiku Abubakar. And it is important that people pay attention to what, especially those in the ADC, pay attention to what Keyamo said about the fact that the 6.9 million votes of Atiku Abubakar does not belong to Atiku Abubakar. It belongs to the structure of the People's Democratic Party. Because that was basically the truth. Now Atiku Abubakar has walked away from the AP, from the People's Democratic Party, under whose structure he built those numbers that Ande gave to him. He has left the PDP, and the PDP is not missing him. Let us be frank about this. The PDP is not missing Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. In fact, they are relieved that he left because he was a divisive factor in their party. They are not missing him. So he didn't take those structures, he did not take them away. He didn't take the PDP structures. He didn't take any single councillor with him. Not even the governor of his state. Alhaji Fintiri, the governor of Adamawa State, did not follow him. So that's an indication of how terrible the situation is for him. Because without any structure, Atiku Abubakar goes nowhere. Without any structure, Atiku Abubakar is a political paperweight. That is the truth. People should pay attention to what Keyamo said there. That Peter Obi represents to the ADC what Buhari represented to the APC at the run-up to the 2015 election. And it was because of Buhari's 12 million votes that they gave him the ticket, knowing that these votes are really votes as a result of Buhari himself. Now let us listen to Atiku Abubakar himself talk about structures. Listen.
Your erstwhile running mate, Peter Obi, left the PDP and joined another party, is also running for president. How do you think this will affect your prospects, given that the Southeast has always been such a safe zone for the PDP?
I really don't expect, the Labour Party to, to take as much votes from the PDP as people are suggesting. We could have seen it in the last elections in Osun State. What is the performance of the Labour Party? This is a party that doesn't have a governor, doesn't have members of the National Assembly, doesn't have state assembly members, and politics in this country depends on the structures you have at these various levels, at the local government level, at the state level, and at the national level. So it is very, very difficult to expect a miracle to happen, simply because Peter Obi is in the Labour Party.
Well, two quick follow-up questions. The first one is...
After all, they were saying through the social media they had more than 1 million votes in Osun State. But how many votes turn out to vote for Labour Party? And then again, mark you, we are talking about social media. In the North, 90% of our people are not tuned to social media.
That was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar using his own mouth to say it ahead of the 2023 election that Labour Party cannot do well because Labour Party has no structure. It has no councillor, it has no local government chairman, it has nothing. At the time that Atiku was saying this, the PDP, he was their presidential candidate, has about 13 governors, has about over 30 senators, has about over 70 or 80, more than that, number of House of Reps members, has structure in the local government chairman, local government councillors, local government, every political structure you can think of. That was why he was denigrating Labour Party. Say, who knows Labour Party? He was talking about structure. That in Nigerian politics you go nowhere without structure. But how did Peter Obi overcome the structure? the same way that Buhari used to overcome the structural problem, the issue of political structure. It is the integrity that they have, the trust that the people have on them, the fact that people believe them. Okay, or Buhari has been tested, but Peter Obi himself has what is going for them. He has a magnetic and charismatic mean that draws a lot of Nigerians to him, and that was built out of years of looking at his record, not being tainted by any corruption after 8 years as governor, and having operated in a clean slate in the private sector without any stain whatsoever. So people have confidence that he's going to make a difference, he's going to make a change if given the opportunity. So it was Peter Obi's cult-like followership that was what gave him the edge to overcome all these things that Atiku pointed out in the video you watched as the reason why Peter Obi can't go anywhere, Labour Party can't go anywhere. But the magnetism in Peter Obi attracted enormous support to the level that Peter Obi was able to present before the Supreme Court of Nigeria proof that he got 10 million votes in 2023. And you have to understand what that means. I want you to go and look at the 2019 election result. In 2019 election result, Mohammed Zaki was the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2019. In 2019, Mohammed Zaki got 5,074 votes in the whole Nigeria. From Port Harcourt, Lagos to Sokoto and Maiduguri, Mohammed Zaki, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, got only 5,074 votes in the whole Nigeria. That was the state of Labour Party. But Peter Obi's magnetism, Peter Obi's charisma, the trust in him was what made this same Labour Party that Atiku Abubakar was denigrating in that interview, say who is Labour, that Peter Obi was able to get 10 million votes in the last election, that it was allegedly slashed down to 6.1 million votes by INEC through the deliberate switching off of the electronic transmission of the results, as alleged. So, if truly the ADC people, they are sincere, they ought to know that giving Atiku their ticket is not going to achieve any result. They will be empowering the person that is least qualified to lead the opposition against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You may not like Festus Keyamo. I don't like his politics. I don't like how he presents his facts. But this time around, in this particular video, he is spot on the fact that Peter Obi has mileage over Atiku Abubakar, and for a fact that the election they are going to contest in 2027, the opposition does not control any structure. Not even a single governor has agreed to be part of the opposition ADC. Not even one. Even Alex Soti has never shown interest in it. Okay, so you are going to have a contest in which the principal actors, Atiku Abubakar is coming on, Peter Obi is coming on, but Atiku has no structure with which to pursue his campaign. Not even his state governor, Governor Fintiri, is with him. In fact, Governor Fintiri is in bed with Yeso Weekend in the PDP. And it was because of that recently the University of Port Harcourt has just given an honorary doctorate degree to Fintiri. And my interpretation of that is that would have been possible if not for the relationship between Yeso Weekend and Fintiri, no matter what anybody may tell me. Okay. And you know that the same university recently also honored Yesomike and even named a pavilion after him. So if you look at all this thing, you need to see that Atiku Abubakar is not coming with anything. Festus Keyamo was being charitable. He said that, okay, I can't give him the 6.9 million vote, the 6.9 million vote that he belongs to the PDP. But he decided to give him 1 million out of that 6.9 million votes. So it is very clear that Atiku should bury his ambition for now. If he has any vote at all, even the 1 million vote that Keyamo said that's what he could command, even at that, he still needed to ensure that the APC is given a red card by Nigerians like they did to them in 2023 until INEC came to save them, so that Peter Obi will emerge the president of Nigeria. Atiku can contest in 2031. The truth of the matter remains that Peter Obi needs everybody. He needs the support of Atiku Abubakar, he needs the support of Erufai, he needs the support of all the opposition in Nigeria. They need to rally around him so that he can be able to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu before 12 noon on election day. And what everybody should be fighting for now is not between Atiku and Peter Obi. It should be how to ensure that the election that will be conducted in 2027 is not stolen, that it will be a reflection of the will of the Nigerian people. It is how to all the loopholes that the APC and the Supreme Court use in clearing whatsoever emerges out of the election in the 2023 election, that those loopholes are blocked to ensure free and fair election. And I believe, like most Nigerians do, that if you do free and fair election, by the record of the APC, before 12 noon, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be heading back to Lagos. That is my take. I don't know what you think about Festus Keyamo's uncomfortable truth to the ADC and what Atiku Abubakar supporters like Dele Momodu is trying to muddy the water and make it appear as to be what it is not. But the fact is, the fact speaks for itself that Peter Obi is coming with a cult-like followership that will bring the vote. Atiku believes in structure. He said it himself with his own mouth that without structure he goes nowhere. Now he has no structure. How does he expect to go somewhere in 2027? That's the question to ask. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.